Good morning. It's another great day here in Central Virginia. Wednesday, October 23rd already. We always look forward to being able to come together for the Arizona Live Local Talk and Entertainment Show, Virginia This Morning. Amy Lacey and I are proud to be your host. I'm Bill Bennett.
It is a live show, and you can enjoy a variety of things right here on Virginia This Morning. We're the area's premier infotainment show. We have the pleasure of meeting all kinds of people. We get to learn new things, find out what's happening in and around our Central Virginia community. And it has been a fabulous start to the morning thus far. And
for you, maybe.
You lost your cup of coffee on the way from the maker to your desk. Let's talk about that.
It took me 40 minutes to get in instead of normal 20. I got inside, I made coffee, I took a sip, and like, this tastes like water. I hadn't put the pod in the machine. Obviously, I needed more coffee. Made the coffee, walked 10 feet, set the coffee, come down, couldn't find it.
It's just one of those Wednesdays,
almost bumped me off the show at that point. It's like, no, he's not ready to go yet.
We are putting it out into the universe that your Wednesday is getting wonderful.
It is better.
Fantastic as we speak. So
green, the grass is green on the far side of the hill, and you look great.
Thank you. It is
so. Is that to match your eyes?
Well, I don't know if it's to match my eyes, but I pulled it out of the closet today, and it's stuck. So that's what we're doing today.
Stuck on her, and it looks good on her.
Thank you.
And our CBS 6 colleague, Maggie Marshall, is visiting us on Virginia This Morning for the first time. She recently embarked on a 7-week competition leveraging her network to create an impact in the community by bringing awareness to Central Virginia leaders of impact through the Richmond Division of the American Heart Association. So happy to have Maggie with us. Maggie Marshall will tell us all about this and why it's so near and dear to her heart. That conversation is coming up in about 15 minutes.
And things are going to get really, really sweet around here. It's great to find your passion early in life, and you can parlay that into a career. 18-year-old self-taught baker Kinaja Farabee makes her debut in the Virginia This Morning kitchen. She'll be showing us some of her cupcake designs coming up later on today's live show. What a great morning for cupcakes.
18 years old, she's already
making it happen.
Started the business and did the whole thing. Meanwhile, we like to go around town and interact with our viewers all around the area. Today, our Andreas White Murdaugh is on the golf course to learn about the art of golf from the all-women golf organization, Ladies Golf 2 RVA. Andreas will learn how to swing, putt, and hopefully get a hole-in-one. Hey, Andreas.
Oh, I'm working on that hole-in-one. I'm here at the golf club at the Highlands. We are getting ready to golf because guess what? Ladies Golf 2. Women golfers are making a resurgence across Richmond and across the country. And there's a new organization, Ladies Golf 2 RVA, that is going to be providing the best in PGA Pro-led golf lessons. And so I'm here to get my lesson. I'm going to be working my way toward a hole-in-one. So if you haven't learned about them, stay tuned. We're going to be learning so much this morning. And as you might be able to see behind me, there are so many women ready to golf. And Tom, it is absolutely beautiful out here. Tell us more about the weather for these lovely golfers.
Fantastic, right? Gorgeous morning, nice bright skies. This is the time of year you get the golden sunshine. Summer, of course, you get the brighter sunshine, but now with that lower sun angle, it gives a bit more of a goldish hue. So we can tell that on some of the grass and things as we look out at Independence Golf Club. So lots of golf going on a day like today. Current temperature is 57 degrees. We've got lots of sun, maybe a stray cloud or two. The dew points come up a little bit, and we've got winds out of the southerly direction. 50s all around the metro now. It was a cold start. We had some 30s in a few areas, but mostly folks were in the low to mid 40s this morning. Sunny and warm today. We'll look for a high of 80 degrees overnight tonight. Things will be mostly clear. There'll be a cold front approaching the area later tonight and into tomorrow. That could just scatter a couple of clouds. Otherwise, 52 degrees for the overnight low temperature. High pressure now starting to work away from us, but we're still in that nice warm flow from that. So that's why we're expecting that 80 range again today. Cold front to the west, that's going to bring some colder air and some breezy conditions tomorrow. So it's going to kind of kick up with some chillier air. Today, upper 70s to low 80s. Overnight tonight, we're looking at the 50s still. And then tomorrow, we're going to see temperatures in the 60s only, the upper 60s and the lower 70s. And you can see those wind arrows will be a little bit long, so it's going to be a bit on the breezy side tomorrow as that chillier air starts to settle in. And then Friday is going to be cold in the morning. We're looking at morning lows in the 30s and lower 40s, and we'll see more neighboring areas in the 30s tomorrow morning. Oftentimes it's folks out west, folks in the valley, but I think closer to the metro area by Friday morning, there'll be more scattering of temperatures, at least in the mid or upper 30s by then. 7-day forecast. I'll tell you what, though, we are still pretty dry, if not flat out dry. There'll be a front coming through again Saturday night into early Sunday morning, and that could deliver a sprinkle or so, but other than that, it's just going to bring another shot of some colder air in, and it looks like we'll have a cold Monday morning. Monday looks chilly, and then we'll start to bounce a little bit into Tuesday back to that 70 range, and then I think we'll have a little warmer weather again next week. There it is, though. Virginia This Morning will continue right after this.
Virginia This Morning is the place where you can find out what's trending in and around our community. I'm Amy Lacey here with Mr. Bill Bevins, a man who needs no introduction, but like I say, I gave you one anyway.
Yeah, I'll take it. Thank you very much.
Sure.
All right, folks, there's always something that you can enjoy when you tune in each and every weekday morning from 9 to 10 a.m. We've got a lot of territory to cover, so let's get started.
If you are just tuning in, this is the time when we preview a few highlights from our live show. And here is one of the special stories coming up. Custom bake shop creator, 18-year-old Kinaja Farabee is here. She is going to show us how to design some cupcakes today. We look forward to enjoying some sweet treats. That's coming up in our second half hour.
Looking forward to that. CBS 6 reporter Maggie Marshall joins us live here in our studio. She's excited about her fundraising campaign that will benefit the American Heart Association. She's going to fill us in and tell you how you can help this very worthy cause. All right, this is the part of, oh, there we go. Somebody jumped the button there. Kind of before I got there. It's the part of the midweek tradition. We have some fun right about now. Get ready for this week's word game. We already played part of the intro. We're going to skip that, I guess?
Yeah.
Okay. Where'd that come from?
I just had a deja vu moment there.
Where'd it come from? All right, here's how we play our game when we get it right. I mentioned a word and or a phrase that you've heard or even used in conversation, and you have to figure out the origins of that word and or phrase. And, you know, something we always use. So here's today's phrase for Amy. A shot of whiskey. Where'd that come from, Amy?
Okay, so
A shot of whiskey.
I'm assuming that it has to actually do with a shot of whiskey, the alcohol, and I'm picturing a saloon, you know, with the saloon girls, you know, back in the West.
Yep.
When I was growing up, we only had about 4 channels, so I watched a lot of reruns of Bonanza and Gunsmoke.
Yeah, sure.
So I am picturing that kind of a scenario and someone saying a shot of whiskey as like, this is as powerful as a shot of whiskey.
Okay, Miss
There
Kitty.
you go.
We'll see if you got it right. The correct answer is coming up later in the hour. Right now, let's take a backswing and send it out to Andreas, who's on the golf course in Chesterfield County. Good morning, Andreas.
Good morning. You are right. I am here in Chesterfield County, the golf club at the Highlands, with some incredible folks here who are reminding us that ladies golf too. Ladies Golf Too RVA is a woman minority owned organization that is ready to make sure that women all across our region have the opportunity to see more, do more, and make some deals playing golf. I have Leslie Marie Mosley and Reed Thorne, who's here, one of the golf professionals here at the Highlands, and we are so excited to be with you this morning.
Thank you. We appreciate you coming and stopping by to see that the ladies are out here golfing too.
Yes, you started just a few months ago, back in June, and you have already seen some incredible success.
Oh gosh, yes. We've had over 100 girls come out to our clinics and golf socials. It's been truly amazing. I'm new to the game. The girls are new to the game, and this just provides a beginner-friendly environment where they can feel comfortable, learn how to play, and then take this skill back to their tournaments that they go with their employers and on the field with their husbands or wherever they want to play.
Now, you say that you're new to the sport. However, you have started this initiative very intentionally. What was your inspiration?
Yeah, so I had gone out a couple times with friends, knew nothing about the game or what I was doing. And then one day I'm with some colleagues who were men, and I overheard one say, "You know how many deals I missed because I wasn't on the golf course?" So I said, if he missed deals and he knows how to play, the women are missing all the deals because a lot of us don't know how to play. Yeah. So that was the inspiration behind starting this organization and building a community of like-minded women who just want to learn the game and build relationships and network.
And you are really focused on having elite level of training and lessons. And so that's where, Reed, you come in. Yeah. You are helping us here at the Highlands. How do you start with a group who is brand new to the sport? How do you make something that it requires a bit of precision, something that is fun?
Golf takes a lot of patience, so you have to get them out there and explain. There's going to be times where you're just going to miss a golf ball. You know, the first couple cracks at it, it happens. You have to just laugh about it, keep your head still, and go with the flow. It's been great. She's done an awesome job with these ladies, and I really think they've enjoyed it so far.
Yes, absolutely. Now, if we had to think about your background and how you landed here, what do you think is the wisdom you would impart on folks who are new?
Yeah, so I mean, like I said, it all comes down to just having some patience with this game. We really get into the small, short game stuff, starting out with putting. And we work our way over here to the fun stuff, the driving of the golf ball, and try to throw it all together one day, hopefully.
That's right. Well, we're going to practice in just a moment. I hope you're going to turn me into a pro very quickly. But before we do that, Leslie, your organization is also committed to helping youth and being a true staple in our community. Tell us more about how you hope to grow, especially in this next year.
Yes, absolutely. So we do have plans to get into some inner city schools to introduce the game to girls who would not have been introduced to golf otherwise. Also, we've done some pretty cool things with Randolph-Macon College with some of their girls. So that's our plan for next year. And we're also launching a membership for our women. So we're excited about the upcoming year.
Very, very good. All right, so now that we know about all of this, we're excited. We get a chance not only to learn how to play golf, but to network in some amazing ways, to close some deals. But golf is a key piece of it, all right? I am the ultimate beginner. So where do we begin?
Let's start by teeing up a golf ball here and get you a club, I think.
All right, there you go.
You want to take this one?
Let's
go
ahead. I got to see All right.
All right, step one.
Now tell me about this club I've got, because it looks pretty powerful.
Yes, so this is the most powerful club that you have out of the bag. This is the top one.
All right. There's a specific way that we've got to hold it. I know that much.
Absolutely. So as a right-handed golfer, you take our right hand and put it on the bottom of the club. Yep.
Okay.
Your left hand will then come right up top there. Just like that there. Yep.
There we go. All right.
With the driver, like I said, it's the longest club in the bag, so we want to have some wider feet with the driver.
Wider feet.
Yep. Beautiful.
Okay.
Keep it off kind of our front foot, because our whole goal with this driver is to get it in the air, right? We don't want this to go low. We're trying to get this.
So we're going pretty far is our goal. Okay. All right.
And from there, we just take it back slowly. Beautiful. You can get a nice full turn.
And we want to keep this arm pretty straight?
We want to keep this left arm as straight as possible.
All right.
Coming down, trying to keep our eyes on the ball the entire time.
Okay.
That's the tricky part with
that is the tricky part. All right, here we go.
There we go. Oh, yeah.
There we go. All right, so that's how we're teeing up.
Yep.
Okay, now imagine we were, out on the course. What do we need to know?
Yeah, so once you've hit your tee shot, hopefully that's going to be in the fairway in the short grass. You'll then take an iron from there, trying to knock it on the green. We've got the putting green over there. So trying to knock it on the short grass. When it comes to an iron, it's a little different. I tell people in golf, everything just seems to be the opposite of what you're thinking. So with an iron, we kind of want to have it in the center of our stance. And when we go to hit the ball, we're not trying to swing up on this like we were with that driver. We're actually trying to take some grass and take a divot.
Okay.
To create backspin to then get the ball in the air because you're trying
You
to
want to
land it.
take the grass.
Right.
Oh, all right.
And you can see on this driving range, there's a plenty of divots that get taken every single day.
Yeah.
So, pinch down, you want the ball to land soft because you're trying to land it on this short green with the small, tight, short grass. And then you get to the putting portion of it. And that's when it gets.
So, and let's talk about putting for a second, because it's very important to close the deal, if you will.
Yes.
When you start to putt. Any of your best recommendations on putting?
Yeah, I see so many good golfers get to the green and then 3-putt. And when it comes to putting, again, it all is keeping your head still in golf. A lot of people like to rock their head, move their eyes. I'm famous myself for moving my eyes over the ball instead of keeping my head still. I keep the head still and the eyes get moving. So just staying super still. I tell people that I teach to feel like you've got an egg on the top of your head, and you don't want that egg to be able to fall.
Okay.
So just be the swinging of your shoulders. There's no wrist break, keeping our head nice and still.
So many things to
smooth.
think
A lot.
about,
Yeah,
and
it's great.
just milliseconds that it takes to
Absolutely.
actually hit the ball. And you're doing it so well, teaching all of us who are brand new. As you can see, the ladies behind me, they are looking like pros out there, and they look good doing it. We are so excited to be with you all and learning so much. Now, Leslie, you've got some dates coming up. It sounds like you've got some popular dates that are a little bit sold out.
We do. So we're back out here November the 2nd and the 17th. Both days are sold out. We actually have a wait list, but we're working to get another date. So if anyone wants to join us, feel free to visit our social at Official Ladies Golf 2. Hop on the wait list, and we will be opening up some slots soon.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we are so excited. I look forward to getting back out here with you as
you
well,
have to
because
come.
yes, I look forward to learning. Folks like Reed are going to make it easy for us. And not only that, you're meeting some incredible people in the community.
Yes.
And making a difference along the way.
We are. We're meeting some really cool people, and a lot of our ladies, like, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I recently relocated back to Richmond a year ago, and this was also my way of like building my own little community. And these girls, they're like doing amazing things. We've got some doctors, we've got some lawyers, we've got some teachers, some educators, just all these different things, and they're doing great things. And then we've also partnered with some other organizations that have helped us put on some social events as well. So we're just grateful of the growth that we've seen since June. It's just been bananas.
Absolutely. I know for people who are new to the area and those who have been in the area for a long time, having a community of women doing like-minded things is so important. Having that social environment, being able to meet people that you may not otherwise meet, but who bring so much joy and impact to your life. It's amazing. Thank you for putting together such a community. And I look forward to joining you back out here very soon.
Absolutely. It was important to us to bring a group of women that were super diverse. No one looks alike. That was the key thing. We wanted it to be a place where all women would feel welcomed, and I think we've done that.
Absolutely. Well, we are so excited to be out here with you again at the golf club at the Highlands out in Chesterfield community. And we are looking forward to what is next for you. Thank you so much for being with us. Ladies Golf 2, there are events coming up, and you certainly want to make sure that you get to the wait list at your official website. Give it to us one more time.
And so on Instagram, Official Ladies Golf 2, or you could go to our website at ladiesgolf2.com.
That's right. Ladies Golf 2, right here in Richmond, Virginia. Thank you so much for being with us,
thank
Leslie.
you for having us.
And Reed. And I'll send it back into you.
Welcome back to Virginia This Morning. Did you know heart disease is the #1 killer in the entire world. It's important to keep this top of mind all year long. Our friend and CBS 6 colleague, reporter Maggie Marshall, is part of a group of community leaders who have made it their mission to help raise awareness for the American Heart Association, and you have a chance to help. Maggie is here to tell us why this campaign is so important to her. Good morning, Maggie.
Good morning.
Welcome to Virginia this morning.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here with you guys.
So this is something that has been really close to your heart for quite some time now. Tell us what inspired you to get involved with the American Heart Association.
Absolutely. I lost my dad really unexpectedly when I was 10, but he was only 44 years old. And actually out on a shoot back in January, I met a young mom who had a sudden cardiac event. And she really inspired me, and I opened up and shared my story with her and kind of got connected to the American Heart Association in that way. And they said, you know firsthand how sharing your story can really raise awareness and make a difference, and we'd love to kind of partner with you, and you get to do something to honor your dad. And I was really called in that way because he did so much for me, and I really wanted to do whatever I can and do my part to be able to raise awareness and hopefully educate other young people that these incidents can happen to them too. So
we had been looking at some pictures of your dad, and I loved seeing that and learning more about him. You said that he used to wake up at 4:30 every single morning, just so when you came home from school, that could be daddy-daughter time and family time.
Lots of daddy-daughter time. That was such a priority. Family was such a priority for him. I feel like he really instilled such great values in me of working hard and always finding a way to make things work. And sometimes that looks like getting up super early in the morning to do it, but you can make all of that work. And so it's been so important in me and my life to kind of be able to give back in the community in the ways that he did, being present in my family's life how he did. He really instilled so much of that in me.
So what is this campaign? What are you doing, and how can folks out there get involved?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am a Leaders of Impact nominee for the American Heart Association. There are a handful of other people in our community that are taking on this challenge with the American Heart Association. There they are right there. And we are spending really the next 7 weeks kind of talking to the community and sharing information, about different signs and things to look out for when it comes to heart health and sudden cardiac awareness. But we're also raising money that will get poured back into the mission to hopefully make a difference. And again, we obviously want to provide as much support as possible for people with like AEDs in schools and different churches and buildings to help save lives and things like that. So we're spending the next 7 weeks trying to raise as much money as we can in awareness.
And you know, this money that is raised, I mean, this also helps research too, because there are so many people who are impacted by heart disease each and every year. I know in February each year for Heart Month, I've done so many stories and worked with the American Heart Association that this is the #1 killer of women. Right. So we talk about your dad. This is also impacting a lot of women.
It's impacting a lot of women. And what really struck me too when I was kind of looking into this more, the new research is showing that like 1 in 5 people under the age of 45 will experience a sudden cardiac event. And when you take a step back and realize that, I mean, that can be your neighbor, that can be your coworker, that can be your friend. And so I think it's really important to also just educate that this is so prevalent, but this is even more prevalent now for people that are a little bit younger. And so knowing those signs and symptoms to look out for, going ahead if you know that you have family history, and going ahead and getting that baseline EKG or ECG so you have it on file and every year can kind of update to see what changes may be in place. That is so critical and will really allow you to be able to live a longer and hopefully healthier life in the long run.
So in addition to really the fundraising aspect of this campaign, it's a lot of education. It's a lot of creating that dialogue across the community so that folks know this is here.
Exactly.
This could be impacting you. Please be proactive.
Completely. And I'm really excited that with CBS 6, every week we're kind of focusing on a different issue and getting some of our anchors like Bill and Janine involved and really doing kind of different segments to really educate the community on different signs and things to look out for. And I like that we're not just focusing on one group, we're really breaking it down so it can be applicable to any of our viewers that watch, because again, this is a disease that can impact anybody at any age, and does. And so we really want to make sure that it's not just fitting in one box and you think that maybe it can't apply to you. It's really important to take a look at all of it.
And just quickly, what are some of the signs and symptoms that we should not ignore?
Yeah, I think what they've really educated and told me is, if you notice anything a little different, it's always just important to go to the doctor and get it checked out. We often are so busy and we brush things off and think that, oh, that's probably, I just slept on this wrong, my arm's hurting me, things like that. And it's really important in those early moments when you may have something that's a little bit of off, that you really stay in tune with your body and just go get it checked out, because worst case, it's probably nothing, right? But it also could save your life just by going to that appointment and catching it early.
It is just definitely so important to know who you are, know your body.
Yes.
And then be proactive about it.
Absolutely. That's how you can save your life. And it's, it's important to take care of yourself. We always are taking care of others, and it's important to take those seconds and moments to reflect in when something's off with you and get checked out.
And this is how having this kind of conversation, this is how we can save other people's lives too.
Exactly. That's why I'm doing it.
So we are so thankful for you coming to Virginia this morning, having this conversation with us, and just really educating the community about the importance of heart health, and just, if we don't take care of ourselves, how can we take care of others?
Exactly, and that is exactly why I'm doing it.
Well, I think your dad would be very, very, very proud of you. And thank you for using your voice for others in the community.
Appreciate that.
Well, we want to thank you and really wish you continued success with the campaign. You can donate to Maggie's campaign by scanning the QR code on your screen. That will go towards research and education about heart health through the American Heart Association. You can donate until December 4th. We'll keep sharing that with you too out in the community. Our live show returns in less than 3 minutes. Don't go anywhere. There's more Virginia This Morning.
Welcome back, everybody. Here's a programming note to tell you all about. If you are looking for a segment from our show, all you have to do is visit our show website, virginiathismorning.com. It's up and running 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Our website isn't the only place you can watch Virginia This Morning. It can be viewed on the apps Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, and Android TV channels, and you can watch it there as well. Now, if you need the app, just visit the App Store on your device and search WTVR Richmond. Best part, it's absolutely free. Right now, let's check in with Andreas to see if she got that swing and the hole-in-one going. Good morning again from the golf course, Andreas.
Oh, Bill, you just missed it. I had a hole-in-one. Almost. Okay, but I've learned a lot. Leslie Marie Mosley, the founder of Ladies Golf 2, as well as Reed Thorne, who's the PGA associate here at the Highlands, the golf club at the Highlands, excuse me, and he's been teaching me. Leslie's been coaching me. I think we're going to do pretty well. You saw me hit the ball originally, but I've learned some new skills since you saw us last.
So Leslie's going to give you a fairway wood there.
All right.
There we go.
So we're no tees now. We're hitting this off
No
the deck.
tees. All right.
So
Here we
same
go.
setup. We're going to shrink the stance up just a little bit. We had wider feet earlier with that driver.
Okay.
We're going to narrow them up a touch.
Narrow them
We're
up.
trying to kind of pinch down into this ball a little bit off of this mat. So when we come down into it, we're trying to feel like we're compressing the ball a little bit.
All right.
All right, you got this.
Let's see. Got to keep your eyes on the ball. Oh, no,
That's
not
okay.
what I learned. That is exactly.
It's okay.
That's how I showed up. And now, here's what I learned.
There we go.
There
Woo!
we go. All with my teammates behind
Yes.
me. We've learned so much. That's right. Ladies Golf 2, Reed, thank you so much. Leslie, we can't leave today without thanking you for putting this together.
you.
You've done so much. This is such a wonderful time. If you think you might come out here and be intimidated because you don't know, they make it so easy, so comfortable. And you've got team moral support back here. There are 22 ladies that typically come together during your sessions.
Yeah, so no two groups are the same. We've hosted over 100 women since June, and we typically fit about 20 to 22 women per session. And yeah, if anyone wants to golf with us, you are more than welcome to join us. Follow or see what we're doing on Instagram at official Ladies Golf 2.
That's right. You can get the the full coverage of today's event. They've been doing an amazing job of keeping everybody updated on Instagram. And like you said, there are opportunities to come together as a community, a golf community, and support the youth. And that's the next step.
Yes, so we would love to get into some inner city schools and would like any sponsors or anyone who'd be interested in partnering with us to make that happen, to get some programs going. Also, we want to thank the Emerson family here at the Highlands, who are the owners, for even making this possible. And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our trainer, Reed Thorne, who's believed in what I wanted to do from day one. Him and his father, Troy Reed, they're like the father-son dream team, and they've been so supportive. So we're just grateful, and thank you for joining us.
Oh, thank you. Well, Reed, this has been wonderful. Like you said, there's a family of people who come together in the golf community to make sure that they're the right kind of partnerships, the right kind of support, the right kind of learning, and that's what you have on display here.
Absolutely, yes, ma'am. We've got George Emerson, who plays golf 3 or 4 days a week out here, so it's nice to have an owner that's interested in the game.
That's right. And there's so many places to golf in the Richmond area. You can never get bored because there's so much beauty on the golf courses here, not only on the greens themselves, but also with the people who show up there and people like the folks you're bringing together. So thank you guys so much. I've learned a lot. My husband will be proud. And he's probably never seen me do this well. So a few more lessons with you, Leslie, and we might be those pros that they're looking for.
Yes, come. We'd love you to join us, for sure.
So remind us one more time the dates that you have coming up and in the future, and then how we get in touch.
Right. So we have November 2nd and the 17th. We're working on getting another date because the girls have fully sold us out. So get on our wait list, get on our text list so you know what's happening. And of course, we're prepping for the next season. It's just up from here.
Now, do you need clubs in order to play?
No, we have everything. So we like that our girls can just show up, you know, because you're the beginner. You don't have clubs, you don't have balls, you don't have any of that. So show up, we have everything, and then we socialize at the end because the girls have to socialize, right?
Yeah.
We can't do things like the boys do. So it's a great time. You have to be here to experience it. So for sure, stick with us on social and see what we're doing.
That's right. They've got everything you need, including the golf carts. We are about to ride out. We've learned all we can learn. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you.
We look forward to golfing with you very soon. Until next time, we are at the golf club at the Highlands. We're looking forward to seeing you out here with Ladies Golf 2. In the meantime, we'll see you later. Let's ride out.
Thank you for watching Virginia This Morning on this Wednesday and every day. We are proud community partners with Puritan Cleaners and the Richmond Flying Squirrels. You can come join us November 9th at the Diamond for the Ballpark Warming Party celebrating Coats for Kids.
There will be live music, of course, free hot dogs, bounce houses, and a lot more. And we'll be collecting your donations of gently used coats that will be cleaned, repaired if necessary, and then distributed this season to children and families who need them during the winter.
I love that, connecting and collecting all in one day.
Once again, the Ballpark Warming Party is Saturday, November 9th from 11 a.m. until 1 p.m. right there in the parking lot at the Diamond.
Well, we can't wait to jump in the kitchen and try out some yummy cupcakes. The owner of Cake Custom Bake Shop is here, and we'll meet her in just a few minutes. But first, here's my latest conversation with the owner of Active Medicare Solutions.
This segment is sponsored by Active Medicare Solutions.
Navigating Medicare open enrollment season can be challenging without the proper insight and guidance. Craig Rasmussen, the owner and founder of Active Medicare Solutions, joins us to share more information. Hi, Craig.
Hey, good morning, Amy.
I have to ask, for folks who may not be familiar at home, what is Active Medicare Solutions? What do you do and where are you located?
Yes, so Active Medicare Solutions, we are a full-service Medicare-only insurance agency. We work with folks that are getting ready to turn 65, helping them decide whether or not it's a good idea to go on Medicare, helping them avoid penalties, helping them get signed up, and also helping them pick out their plan. And we also work with people that are currently on Medicare. Right now we know is open enrollment. We're going to discuss that a little bit. So anyone that currently has Medicare, we work with them to make sure the plan they currently have is still the best one for them. Our main office is, and the nice thing about us too is we have an office. You can walk in and see us, and you can call and talk to Katie. We have an office in Henrico, we have an office in Richmond, we have a new office down in Colonial Heights, and then Carla just opened an office out in Louisa County as well.
Great, you are everywhere across the area, which is wonderful, and it is open enrollment as we speak. What changes are you seeing?
Yeah, so this year really it's been a chaotic year so far. We are seeing some more changes to Medicare really than we've seen since 2006. With the Inflation Reduction Act, the donut hole's going away, so they're now going to be capping your medicine costs at $2,000. So that's going to be something we're going to be explaining to our clients. And also Medicare Advantage benefits have been affected probably more this year than ever before. So you really want to, if you're currently on Medicare, if you have an Advantage plan, you really want to review your plan benefits, at least look at the book to make sure that those benefits are in line with your goals. So we're seeing a lot of changes in the Advantage and in the prescription drugs this year.
What changes should someone look at making?
Yeah, so again, really you want to, if you have an Advantage plan, you just want to make, even if a lot of our clients keep Advantage plans for years and they've served them well, but we're finding next year that because of the Inflation Reduction Act, because they're lowering their payment, the Medicare payment, that the changes are bigger than ever. So really, I think this is the year that people need to focus on what their plan looks like. Does it still meet their needs? Is the drug plan that they currently have still the best one for them? So you really want to take a look this year so you're not surprised when January comes.
You just mentioned a few moments ago about all of your physical offices to serve this community.
Yeah.
Why is it so beneficial to work with someone local like yourself?
Absolutely. So first off, you can get your face-to-face, right? These seniors now are, especially this time of year, they're getting robocalls from salespeople. There's unlimited amount of commercials going on, and the difference is when you work with someone local, we know the market, we represent all the carriers that we can. We're able to help you identify what is the best one for you, not just trying to sell you one over the phone. We're able to explain it to you, and then we're able to provide you service moving forward. And all of this, you can walk right into our office and talk to us.
How can someone schedule a review?
Yeah, oh, and I forgot, it's free, right?
That's free?
Yes, it doesn't cost anything to
Best
do
price.
a review. There's no doubt it is the best price. And to schedule a review, you can give us a call. I know the phone number is going to be up at the end. It's also 804-874-6000. You give us a call, Stephanie or Katie. We'll be able to schedule an appointment with one of our agents. You can also find us online at Active Medicare Solutions. There's a click like a quote button that when you click that, it puts your name really just on a list, and we'll just give you a call. Usually we can handle it over a phone call. It's not something that you have to always come in, but it is nice to know that there's someone local that you can just reach out and call, ask a question to see if there is a better solution to your situation.
There are so many misunderstandings during this time, so thank you for your services in getting folks those answers to the questions that they have and getting them on the right path.
Absolutely, and we still have time available. If anyone still needs a review, we still have plenty of time. We'd love to have an agent help them.
That is fantastic information. Here's that information for you at home. Active Medicare Solutions is located at 11057 Three Chopped Road in Henrico. For more information, give them a call at 804-874-6000 or visit the website activemedicaresolutions.com. Connect on social media too. Virginia This Morning returns after a quick break. Welcome back to Virginia This Morning. It is a gift to discover a passion for something early in life in hopes that one day you can turn it into a career. That is what our next guest has done. Her love of baking has evolved into her own in-home custom cake shop.
That's right. 18-year-old self-taught baker Kanaja Farabi makes her debut on the Virginia This Morning Kitchen right here with us. And We're ready to get started. Welcome, first time in.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm
So you're
super
18.
excited.
When did you start baking?
So
At
I started-
5 or something?
I actually started baking about 4 years ago. In 2020, I was 14. I honestly was just bored. You know, it was COVID time, we were in quarantine, so I just thought to bake a cake. And then I fell in love with the passion or the art of baking, and I just started baking more and more. And I actually am self-taught, so I basically just depend on YouTube videos and blog posts and just practice.
Well, we're showing this beautiful design that you brought in here. You designed this custom cake for us here at Virginia this morning. You said that you did the color palette to match our logo. Thank you for that.
Nice.
We love it so much, and we love that you brought your artistry here today. You want to do some decorating to show us some of your designs.
So I was going to do 2 cupcake designs today with my favorite tip, which is 1M by Wilton.
Okay.
So the first design, it's kind of on the simple side. We call
What
this,
kind of cake is in the actual cupcake?
this is strawberry.
Yum.
All right.
So we call this a rosette. You just basically kind of go in a circle around. This is my go-to for, you know, simple cupcake designs and things like that. Now the next one is a little bit more complicated. So I start off with a squiggle with the 1M and kind of like go back and forth.
You can have fun with your
Oh,
food
wow.
with the
Look at all the
squiggle.
wrinkles in that. That's really cool how you did that.
And then sometimes I'll do a different color, but use the same tip of 1M. And we'll basically do that rosette design, but kind of swirl
So you're doing a
around
rosette with the squiggle.
Yep.
A combo.
Doing a little bit of everything,
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, it's all so pretty and delicious, so it's a win-win for everybody.
So people can cook and have recipes, but baking is a little more exact. You can't just do some of this and some of that. You kind of have to follow the recipe. You said you used the YouTube videos. Did you actually have a cookbook at some point?
Yes,
You know
I
what
do.
books are, the little paper things?
I'm actually
She's
working on
18.
my own as well.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah.
And look at some of those beautiful designs that we were just looking at. Those were some of your favorites that you've done. We're showing them again. Tell us about this and the inspiration that you used to create all of these that we see.
So when I first started my business, I was actually just focusing on more like home style desserts like brownies and cookies and things like that. And then I started my Instagram page and I was seeing like all of these big cake artists do all kinds of designs and things like that. So I would just scroll for hours on end, you know, looking at all types of different cakes, and then that would give me the inspiration for my own. And then once I started doing more for my clients and things like that, just now I kind of just think of things and just put it onto the cake.
So you've talked about your business. Let's get into that a little bit. What kind of demographic are we talking about? Is it all ages, children's parties, to seniors, or everybody in between?
So Cake Bakery specializes in custom cakes and cupcakes for all kinds of events, from big weddings to smaller like baby showers, gender reveals, birthday parties. My most requested would definitely be like kids cakes for all kinds of themes. Lately I've been having to keep up with, you know, what's in trend with the kids, like Bluey and Gracie's Corners, you know, TV shows and things like that.
So I have to say, you're 18 and you talk about your clients. There aren't that many 18-year-olds that can talk about clients. But, you know, what is your favorite part of it? Do you like the decorating part more or the actual baking part more? Or do you love both?
Well, I have a true passion and love for both the baking and the decorating. But decorating mostly because I get to explore all kinds of cake designs, whereas just the baking part, I'm kind of like repeating the same recipe over and over. But when I'm cake decorating, I get to try new things almost every time I do a new cake.
So it's pretty cool what COVID had you do and what you're doing with it today. I mean, starting at 14 and look at you now.
So you go from making your basic cake and then kind of taking that and adding your flair and adding the thing that you really love to do is the decorating part. And that's what's going to catch people's eyes. And then the cake's going to be good too. Pretty good.
Well, and you said that you made these butterflies, so it's not just about the actual making of the cake, but these are really, really pretty.
Yeah, I customized most of my toppers for my custom cakes. I also made the drip. I didn't make the sprinkles, of course, but most of my cakes are completely made from scratch, other than, you know, like sprinkles and certain toppers and things like that. I do the cake completely homemade, the icing, like I said, the drips, the toppers, all kinds of things.
Well, that is fantastic. We love hearing that. We love having some sweet stuff in the Virginia This Morning kitchen.
So 18 years old, got your own business up and running. How do people get in touch with you to find out more?
Facebook, Instagram, my website. People can contact me directly through there. You can just look up Cake Bakery and you'll find me.
And that's Cake, K-A-Y-K-E. What is your website in case folks want to find you?
Cakebakeshop.com, K-A-Y-K-E, and then Bake Shop.
We had a little thing going back over there when we were talking about you before the show, and I said, is it cakey? and she was like, no, silly, it's just cake.
It's just cake. Well, we're going to hang out in the kitchen as we head to break. But in the meantime, if you're interested in learning more about Cake Bake Shop, we'll put a link on our show website by early this afternoon. That is, of course, virginiathismorning.com.
And guess what? We're going to taste a cupcake.
Yes, we
Wrap
are.
things up in the kitchen and find out if Amy got our word game right this week. Stay tuned. Earlier in the show, we gave you the phrase, a shot of whiskey. You probably know what it means, but let's find out where that come from. All right, this is an easy one. Cowboys. Might be a little low on cash by the time they make it to the old saloon, so the bartender would take a bullet or a cartridge for a drink, thus a shot of whiskey. How about that? That's where that comes from. And the judges have talked about it and decided we're going to go ahead and say Amy got it right, because she did mention
I mentioned the saloon and cowboys and watching Bonanza and Gunsmoke reruns. So
you didn't actually get the shot of whiskey part, but we're feeling generous. That's 2 in a row.
Wow, 2 in a row. But we're in the kitchen now, and cake, custom cakes. We're going to dig right in if you would like to do the honors and cut this gorgeous creation.
Are you actually going to cut this beautiful cake?
Yes, she is.
Oh, wow. We weren't expecting that. All right, go, girl.
So usually before I slice into my cakes, I like to remove any of the decorations.
We'll see you tomorrow at 8:56.
While she's cutting away, thank you for joining us again this morning. Thanks to all our guests, and most of all, thank you. Our live show does return tomorrow morning, and we will see you then. Right now, we're cut the cake. Cut the cake.
Yum, it is gorgeous.